All right, we are here, and I'm thrilled to be here with Sunny Hostin, the lovely, the talented, the brilliant Sunny Hostin. Welcome to Behind the Table again.
Yes, thank you. I love doing the podcast.
Thank you very much. There we go. See, finally, it's all coming together. Everyone loves it. You know, it's funny. They did the Spotify Wrapped thing.
Yes.
And I've been seeing comments. We were their number one podcast.
Really?
There were people on Spotify that had the song. Their number one song was This Version of Me, which is amazing.
That's a great song,
It's a great song.
It's a great song. I actually downloaded that song.
I did too.
It's a good song.
I have to say, so like the way the theme song stuff works, I get panicked about it because I work with people to get the new theme song. And obviously we're working with Diane Warren, who is in the Hall of Fame. She is one of the greatest songwriters of all time. And when she and Leona Lewis come together with a song and they give it to me.
And Leona can sing.
Yeah, and it should, but it didn't hit me right away. And
No?
I was kind of panicked. I listened to
me
it
immediately, Brian.
I listened to it and I'm like, is this as good as the last couple? I'm worried about it.
Oh, it is good.
It's great. And
Yeah.
Whoopi's still singing it 2 years in.
I love it.
And I get really nervous when I'm listening to it.
didn't know
The whole
that.
summer I was like, is this going to work? Is this
It's
the great song?
really,
Is it a
really-
banger?
And it makes you feel good. Like for me, at least, when I walk out,
Mm-hmm.
it just kind of hypes me up. I'm like, ready, this version of me.
The 10 years I've been here,
yeah.
the one that I think was the GOAT is probably The World Gone Crazy, Mary J. Blige.
Mary J.
But
I like this one better.
you like this one better? That's great. I love it too. I'm all the way in on
like
it,
it
but it
better.
took me a minute, and I'm not tired of it yet.
Do you think the Mary J. Blige one was really good because we had that whole video thing?
We had that whole video. We had like 12 hosts
And
at
by
that
the
time.
way, she remembers it because I was with her at the at a show at Sergio Hudson show,
Mm-hmm.
and she came up to me and she said, "You remember we were seated by the piano together?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I think so." I didn't really remember it,
Yeah.
but I said, I think so." And she said, "I was so nervous, and you guys were so great." Mary J. Blige was nervous doing that video.
I was also nervous. And
Unbelievable.
Then Joy got stuck in an elevator, which she never stops talking about. I hear about this all the time. It was a traumatic day for me.
we should have a video. I do.
We should get Leona Lewis in and do a video.
I think so. I
All
would
right,
like
I'm
to
in
do
for
a
that.
video.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm getting rid of the song anytime soon. I'm
No,
really enjoying it.
I wouldn't
so.
mind a video, an opening video where we're all
All
kind of
right.
hanging out.
And World Gone Crazy, I have a little post-traumatic stress from that era. It was a long time, but here we are. All right. Today on the show, we had so much to talk about in these Hot Topic segments, and we briefly talked about Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene's 60 Minutes interview today.
Yes.
Did you watch? What did you think of it?
I watched, and I'm fascinated by MTG now because I don't believe that people at that big age, she's in her 50s, change. I think they will try to pretend to change behaviors to get something that they want. So while
you think
she
it's a
keeps
calculation of some kind?
At that age, yes. And so, and I know Anna disagrees with me because Anna and I have talked about this a lot.
Which I always find odd because Anna is the least trusting
I know.
of this kind of thing.
I do not trust it
yeah.
at all. And so I may be the least trusting.
Yeah.
But what I think is that she wants something bigger. She wants either governor, she wants senator. I think has read the tea leaves. She knows that Trump with the red hat made her look real nutty. And I think she is exactly the same person, but there was a section that the real Marjorie Taylor Greene showed up. Leslie Stahl said, you asked her something, and I'm paraphrasing here, something like, you added to the toxicity in
Which
politics.
is something we touched on too.
Yes, and she said, just like you just added it. I mean, she flipped that switch so quickly, Brian, and then Leslie Stahl was taken aback and was like, "What do you mean by that? By that question you just asked me? By the Again, I'm paraphrasing, but by how toxic that question was." And so what I saw immediately was,
She's still Marjorie Taylor
there
Greene.
she goes.
Yeah.
There she goes. Hi, Marjorie. That's what I saw.
Now, here's the thing. She was here, and she brought none of that, I will say.
She brought none of it. I thought that the real Marjorie Taylor Greene was on vacation in Bora Bora and that she sent a pod person, that it was Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Well, we announced today that Marjorie Taylor Greene is going to return to The View as a
Correct.
guest. She's going to be on January 7th. I think we have the first interview with her after she retires from Congress.
Yes.
And we will see whether Marjorie Taylor 1.0 or 2.0 shows up, or maybe 2.5. We'll see.
I'm looking forward to it because, again, I just I'm not believing this version of her.
Well, she was respectful, wanted to have a conversation, and hopefully that's the person we get again. And I'm curious. I mean, I think America is curious about what's going on with her.
I just want the real person.
Yes.
You know, I don't like the fake stuff. I
Yes.
just.
Oh, speaking of fake stuff, she's not coming to be a host on The View.
Is that the rumor?
I keep reading it, and that Marjorie's on her way to being a host.
We all get along. Everything is fine.
Yes. All right. Speaking of things that happened today we talked about FIFA giving President Trump a peace prize. You mentioned the idea that former President Obama having an actual Nobel Peace Prize is something that lives rent-free in President Trump's head.
It really does. Everything about President Obama that Trump will never, can never be, can never attain is what he wants. He wants to be able to have that charm, that brilliance, that just natural charisma, a Nobel Prize, a high approval rating, a figure unlike the country had ever had. Donald Trump will never be any of those things. And I think he wants it desperately. And this fake, FIFA medal is just... It just seems so juvenile to me.
It seemed to really mean something to him in the clip.
Which is sad.
Yeah, and we've heard the stories of him having a fake Time magazine cover back in the day. And
it's
things like that.
Kind of sociopathic and sad at the same time.
Yeah, it definitely, there's a yearning, there's a thirst.
Yeah, like a hurt little boy that wants some sort of approval from his friends on the playground.
It does seem certainly to move the needle if you're trying to curry favor.
Yes, it does. And I think what's so surprising to me is the emoluments clause is there for a reason in the Constitution, because our founding fathers were so smart and they knew that they didn't want, government officials, and certainly not the president, to be able to be bought and purchased by fake medals or by planes or by favors. And I think what we're seeing now is just an erosion of not only the office of the presidency, but definitely the Constitution, right? I mean...
Yeah, there's definitely things that are concerning. There's no question. He hosted the Kennedy Center Honors. Mm-hmm. I'm kind of fascinated to see it, what it is.
I won't watch it,
right?
Because I won't give him the audience numbers. But I think that's sad too.
It seems beneath the dignity of the office.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Of course it does. And while I remember a lot of people just aren't going to the Kennedy Center anymore. They're not performing there.
The numbers are really down.
The numbers are really down. Hamilton, Lin-Manuel famously was like, "I'm not going to perform Hamilton," which is one of the probably the best play in my life.
Yeah, they pulled in. There wasn't any production at all of Hamilton. They pulled the whole thing.
No, they pulled the whole thing. And I remember when I lived in D.C. and worked in D.C., I would go to the Kennedy Center to see things. I saw so many wonderful, wonderful performances, and those people just aren't performing there anymore. So and he knows that, So. He gave Gloria Gaynor, I think, a Kennedy
He gave
Center
Sylvester
award.
Stallone, which I have to say,
Sylvester Stallone,
Rocky's important to me.
Rocky's epic. Yeah. Gloria Gaynor, in some respects, was a one-hit wonder, but she apparently gives a lot of money to the Republican Party. So again, that's that partisan piece. And then I think the other one, the rock band, Kiss deserved it. I mean, that's Kiss. I mean, I love Kiss.
Yeah.
So, but he's just making it too partisan. And again, it's like the dismantling of institutions that I just always thought.
I've been to a Kennedy Center. I went when David Letterman was among the honorees.
Isn't it beautiful?
It's gorgeous, and the president is in a box and waves and kind of oversees everything.
Remember when who won? You Make Me Feel Like a Natural Woman.
Aretha?
Carol
King.
Carol King won,
yes.
And she's crying. And Aretha's, performing, and President Obama's crying. You're not going to see any of that during a Trump administration.
It's a different vibe.
To say the least.
The other thing, we talked about a lot today. The other thing we did today was talk about this new Sean Diddy Combs docuseries today. It's on Netflix. I think it's the most viewed thing on Netflix,
yes,
even
one.
More than Stranger Things.
Yes.
And you said something that was interesting today. You said what stuck out to you was his failure as a father.
Yeah.
There's a lot of failures here.
There are a lot of failures.
Tell me more about that.
It's just that in the documentary, you see how involved his children were in sort of the darkness that was going on. They're there while he is speaking to his attorneys, and he's talking about the target that's on his back. And it's clear that the boys, at least Justin and Christian, knew a lot about what was going on, and saw a lot of, saw things that I don't think a parent should ever show their children. And you try to shield and protect your children from the awfulness of the world. And I also remember sitting in the courtroom for opening statements, closings, a couple of other things. And his two girls, twin girls, were there. His other daughter was there. Quincy, who was Kim Porter's son, and his other two sons were there.
You were talking about this at the time.
Yeah,
I remember.
Every day, those kids were sitting there listening to these sordid details of freak-offs and sex trafficking and prostitution. I just thought it was so terrible. How do you, especially as a young girl or a young man, actually, forget that your father did those things? I just think it was he really, that was his biggest failure to me. Mm-hmm.
I understand wanting to stand by your father and show support, but you're right. Those things will never be forgotten.
And by the way, that's a decision the defendant makes, because I know oftentimes defense attorneys say to the defendant, listen, you want to have people behind you. You want to have your pastor if you go to church. You want to have your wife, your children, because that shows the jury. The jury watches everything. That shows the jury that you have support in the community. Mm-hmm. And oftentimes the judge looks at it as well, because if you're going to be released on bail before sentencing, or you're going to get a shorter sentence, one of the considerations, one of the factors is, do you have ties to the community, mm-hmm. right? That's a factor that's considered. So if your kids, all of them are going in there, it sort of tells the jury, okay, all these things are really horrible, but they've forgiven him.
Right. There must be something good about him.
And that's a decision that the defendant makes. Right. So he made the selfish decision to let his kids into the courtroom, and his mother, and to hear all of that. His mother was there.
Yeah. Well, I do want to say Combs was acquitted on racketeering and sex trafficking charges and denies all allegations of sexual assault.
He was convicted of the Mann Act, 2 counts of soliciting prostitution.
Lesser prostitution
across
charges.
State lines.
Yeah, and many of the details of this he didn't dispute. He just said there was normal behavior.
Well, he didn't dispute the video that we all saw where he was assaulting Cassie. Right. He couldn't dispute that, and horrific. He apologized for it. But he wasn't charged with domestic violence, and he wasn't charged with assault. But again, his children saw all of that. How horrible is that?
Awful. Let's switch gears.
Okay.
You haven't been on the podcast since Thanksgiving. How was the Hostin Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was great. It was great. New home, same traditions.
Yes.
We all cooked. We had the Thanksgiving snack down the next day.
Of course.
We had our competition. We had about 100 people show
100 people
up.
in the new house.
Yes, in the new house.
The old house, that was no problem.
There was no problem. It was tight. It was tight in this house.
Yeah.
But the kids, I didn't want to do it. I thought it was just too hectic. We're still living out of boxes. The kids really wanted some normalcy, as kids do, even though I have kidults now. Joy always reminds me, they're not little kids. Well, they're 19 and 23, and kids don't. Their brains don't develop till they're 30. So I have kidults in my house.
Sure.
And they wanted the Thanksgiving snack down, and we had it.
There you go.
And it was great. It was great. It was really wonderful.
It's amazing the things that stick with kids that are important to them that you don't even realize are important to them.
You don't even realize it. It's very interesting. And the other Hostin tradition is usually a fresh Christmas tree, a very big fluffy one, and we all decorate and we play the same song, This Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Your favorite?
It's my favorite. And I really wanted a white feather tree. Mm-hmm. It was gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And there was a revolt in my house. And so now, just on Sunday, I got the real tree delivered.
Okay. Well,
it's very pedestrian.
This is not the first Christmas tree revolt in your house, if I'm remembering correctly.
No, I wanted the gold one.
Yes.
And so, I can't have fun in my house. It's very pedestrian.
What about multiple trees?
No, I don't want to do that.
No?
I just have I'll show you. Do you want to see pictures?
I would love to see it. My sister has like a smaller white tree with like snow on it. Oh, that's very pretty. That's a nice shape. It's good. I mean, I assume you're not going to leave it bare like that. You're going to add things to it. Accoutrement. Some lights.
Yeah.
Some ornaments.
So pedestrian.
I think it's very pretty.
The white feather one would have
White
really
feathers, a
set
thing.
it off.
It would have been a, yeah.
That
I think you should have one maybe in the bedroom. Or your dressing room here. There you go. I think I understand. All right, let me run a hot topic by you, if that's okay. Let's get your take on this.
Yes.
A man wrote into a Dear Abby saying that his best friend of more than 10 years ghosted him. But here's where it gets tricky. 2 years later, his wife is still communicating with the friend that ghosted him.
No.
You'd have a problem with this.
Yes, absolutely. If someone is dead to Manny, they are dead to me. I mean, why are they dead to the husband? He must have done something.
Right. Something happened.
Something happened. And even the ghosting is hurtful. A friend of 10 years to ghost you.
Yeah.
So someone has hurt your husband and now you're going to communicate with them. Are you trying? Unless the intent is to get them back together. Unless that's the intent.
Right.
That person should be dead to her. I want to know the intent. I need to know more information.
Does it matter who the original friendship was between? What if it's...
No.
No. Okay.
No, you are united front at all times.
Yes.
So I would say that we need a little more information about the intent behind it. I mean, my mind is going all sorts of places. Is she having an affair with him? Does she like him more than she likes her husband? Why is she speaking to him? I don't like it.
There must be some friends of yours that Manny's not a fan of, and vice versa. Does that happen or no?
No, those aren't our, like, we have a really tight friend group and we just keep it that way.
That's great that you have that. Yeah.
We just keep it that. As you know, we travel deep.
Yes.
Have 20, 30 people. No, we if there's any time that I felt like, I don't really like this guy, or he says, that girl, I'm not sure. We really talk about it.
Through.
And that person may get sort of put onto the periphery. That person may not be part of the travel group, but we agree to have the same kind of people.
There are not 20 people on this planet that I'd want to travel with together. I have to be honest with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so much fun.
I like another couple. I like maybe 2 couples at most. There's definitely not a group of 20 people I could do that with.
We have Reggie, we have Regina and Shay, we have Tamika and Greg. Let's see, we have Farrah and Tiffany. We have Rochelle. We have Jill. That's already 7.
I'm
right?
so specific about what I am on vacation, what I want to do, what I like.
Oh, but you all get together. And well, we all like to do the same things, but you all get to just get together. We'll have Kathy and Warren. And then you can always split up, do different things. We have Raquel and Walter.
Okay. I mean, that's great. I'm jealous, but for me, like, I prefer.
We've got KK.
Me and my wife go somewhere. I'm happy. That's it. That's good.
Got a group.
Now, have you ever ghosted or broken up with a friend?
I put my friends in different buckets.
Yes.
So I have my 20, or like my good strong girlfriends. We have Stephanie Rawlings Blake as well.
Of course.
We have some of my sorority sisters. We have I have my group of close girlfriends that will bury the body for me. And then I have the girls that like have really good beauty tips and stuff, and we go like to spa together. And then I've got the girls that are foodies, and then like I like hang out with them and go to brunch. Then I've got the game loving girls, so I can play Clue and like spades. So I just have them in different buckets.
Right.
But like the gossipy, like the spades group is a little bit of a gossipy group,
Sure.
so I can't tell them where the bodies are buried. And then the brunching beauties, they drink a lot.
There's no one who's in all these groups. They all have their own little circles
There's a few
that go into couple.
that go into all of the buckets.
But you don't strike me.
Few.
You don't strike me as a ghoster anyway. I feel like if you let someone know if you're done with them for a reason.
Well,
yeah, right?
I'm very honest. You know, you know that I'm distancing myself,
and you know why
and
generally.
Yes, absolutely. Like we're okay, but you're not in that bucket anymore.
Before we go, we have a listener question. We were talking about Spotify before.
Yes.
And Sue asked, Sonny, what musical artist would I find on your playlist?
Snow Allegra.
I don't know Snow Allegra.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah.
It's a very sort of neo soul. The kids are listening to her.
Okay.
My daughter hit me to that.
Did you do the Spotify rap? Did you see your listener age?
You know what? I usually listen to Apple Music.
I mostly do too.
I don't have the Spotify rap, but I did try to like rig it and try to download all my stuff And so hopefully it'll happen.
My musical age was 41, which made me feel okay.
Okay.
And my most listened to song was Mondale Jordan, This Is How We Do It. Which I don't know why, but I'm fine with that. Yeah, I got no problem with that.
You know, Matthew, who does my hair, his age is 23.
That's impressive.
Isn't that impressive?
That's very
and he's
impressive.
in his late 40s.
Yeah, and
He's very youthful, though.
yeah, me not so much, but I'll take it. All right. Well, thank you for joining me today, Sunny.
Thank you.
Tomorrow I'll be back with Joy Behar, speaking of youth personified, and we'll see you then.
All right.